Kind thanks go to Brilliant for sponsoring today's episode. SpaceX Starship Updates and China's next-gen Crew Capsule and Long March 5B explained. My name is Felix and I am your host for today's episode of What About It. And as always, there has been a lot going on in the space industry lately, so let's dive right in. Starship Updates. Right now there's almost no doubt anymore that SpaceX is taking the Starship program extremely serious. With Elon Musk recently announcing Starship as the #1 priority at SpaceX and efforts ramping up faster and faster, this entirely new class of rocket has many cameras pointed at it. Let's start this one with one of my favorite things to do. Let's analyze some Starship parts, shall we? Does the term thrust puck tell you anything? If not, it will after this. The thrust puck is a very special Starship part that has caused a lot of trouble over time. It's arguably the part on a Starship that takes the most force in flight. It is the connection between rocket engines and the main structure. Imagine holding 3, later even 6 Raptor engines on your arm at full thrust. Now you know what a thrust puck has to be able to do. And this is it. The latest thrust puck design from SpaceX. And it went through some wild design changes over time. This, for example, is the first iteration, Mark 1's thrust puck. Yeah, the whole thing. It was a massive slab of steel, heavy and with a serious design flaw. It was an inverted cone. This meant that the welds connecting the thrust puck to the engine dome would have to hold much more force than actually needed. Here's a schematic render done by Rafael Adami a while back. Awesome job, by the way. Follow him on Twitter for more Starship updates. The light gray part is Starship Mark 1's thrust puck. The flaw in the design only got detected with serial number 1 though, Mark 1's predecessor, due to the fact that Mark 1 was never intended to fly. On February 28th, SpaceX engineers got a very impressive reminder to rethink the design, leading to the comment from Elon, "Don't shock the puck." And they did rethink the design. They presented a part that perfectly fits into one of Elon Musk's primary engineering rules. The best part is no part. Or almost no part in this case. They reduced the massive steel part down to a ring directly connected to the bulkhead with a little cone attached to it. As you can see here in one of Mary's beautiful pictures, this is serial number 4's lower bulkhead, including the new thrust puck design. There's some more structural improvement on the engine dome, but overall it's the much more elegant solution. And here's the latest version, a brand new shot by Mary taken late last week. It shows the next evolutionary step. The cone now attaches directly to the ring, making it a smaller part. Also, the fuel distribution layout has changed again. Now, all the fuel pipes needed for the 3 Raptors are routed directly through the ring, where before the methane pipes coming down to the engines through the downcomer exited the dome well outside of the thrust puck. So all in all, it's an even smaller and lighter part that has gained some complexity due to the fuel distribution being much more compact now. By the way, this could be the first part of Starship serial number 9 that we see. Since serial number 5 and 6 already have their thrust pucks and serial number 7 and almost likely also serial number 8 are smaller test tanks, the next Starship to need a thrust puck in Boca Chica should be serial number 9. Talking about insanely fast progress. What a beautiful picture seeing serial number 5's and 6's tanks stacked next to each other. Thank you, Mary, you rock. Besides 2 Starships almost ready for testing, SpaceX right now is working on something even bigger. As mentioned in the last episode, we're getting closer and closer to Super Heavy, SpaceX's Starship booster rocket capable of lifting a Starship into orbit. To be able to build a Super Heavy though, you need a pretty large building to fit it in. This is where the Starship Super Heavy Bay comes in. Reaching up to 81 meters, it will tower over everything else we can currently find at the Boca Chica Starship facility. But how do you build such a large building? With the help of a Super Heavy crane, of course. Let me introduce you to the Manitowoc 18,000 lattice boom crawler crane. At max capacity, it can lift up to 600 metric tons, with an optional lifting maxer attachment even 750 tons, and it is capable of reaching up to 121.9 meters. It has a 600 horsepower diesel engine and can self-assemble and disassemble. It's a so-called super heavy crawler crane. What a fitting name for the task. Since these machines are very expensive to rent, it's very likely that SpaceX will start construction of the super heavy high bay very soon. As always, I'll keep you informed. And on we go with test tank serial number 7. Since the testing 1 week ago, workers at the SpaceX Boca Chica Launch Site have been busy repairing and upgrading the tank for more testing. The leak in the top dome has been sealed and a new double vent system has been attached to the top. There are two possible reasons for this upgrade. Either SpaceX wants redundancy in case of a vent malfunctioning due to, for example, being iced up, or they want the capability of faster detanking. Either way, serial number 7 is ready for more testing after reaching 7.6 bars last week, and we already have plenty new test dates in the calendar. Can the next test reach the needed 8.5 bar target? All the way through to Friday, SpaceX has secured every single day for possible test activity. So basically it's worth checking LabPadre or NASA spaceflight every day right now. 8 AM to 5 PM local time. Last but not least, SpaceX Boca Chica has a pet now. A dog named Zeus. It's just not the normal dog you'd find at any other launch provider. SpaceX has bought a Boston Dynamics Spot. Besides it being absolutely awesome seeing a Boston Dynamics robot at the SpaceX facility in Boca Chica, it's not known yet what exactly it will be used for. It might be that SpaceX will use the robot for early reconnaissance after a test failure similar to the way they have used flying drones before. At one point, SpaceX had some trouble with Starship serial number 4, for example. After a test, they could not detank the prototype properly and had to wait a whole day to be able to send workers back to the pad. Boston Dynamics Spot could help here by inspecting the site, sniffing for gas leaks, or even operate the fuel farm to manually start the detanking process. Certainly a very inspiring use of modern technology. And if you want to get more info about SpaceX's Starship development, details about what exactly they're doing, and lots of other interesting insights into Blue Origin, NASA, Rocket Lab, and many other launch providers and their rockets, I suggest you check out my quickly growing library of episodes. While you're at it, do not forget to hit the like button wherever you see it, and please do subscribe if you have not done so yet. This shows the YouTube algorithm that you actually appreciate my work and in return enables me to make more content for you. Thank you. So let's sum things up. We have advanced parts reaching all the way up to a possible serial number 9. We have 2 Starship tank stacks almost ready with serial number 6 likely to receive a nose cone and possibly fins. We have a super heavy launch pad and a high bay in construction, and SpaceX is using an advanced Boston Dynamics robot on site. If that's not impressive, I don't know what is. Chinese next-gen human spaceflight. SpaceX is advancing on all fronts right now, but what about others? What do other nations do to keep up with this kind of progress? Wenchang Space Launch Center, Hainan Province, China, May 5, 2020. What you're seeing here is the maiden launch of the Long March 5B heavy lift launch vehicle. Liftoff thrust 833 metric tons. Payload capacity to low Earth orbit 25 metric tons. And to make it even more impressive, on top of it, concealed by a massive fairing, is the CMS, China's next generation crewed spacecraft. CMS is designed to be reusable and it can carry both astronauts and cargo. The capsule did its first test flight, re-entered the atmosphere and landed again on May 8th. This marks a very important step in the human spaceflight program of the People's Republic of China. With a crew capacity of either 7 astronauts or 3 astronauts and 500 kilograms of cargo, it will provide China with the right vehicle to transfer crew and cargo towards their new modular space station. As a fun fact, Chinese astronauts are known as taikonauts, as the Mandarin word for space is taikong. Planned for launch in the second quarter of 2021 with the core module called Tianhe, China is on the brink of constructing their next-level modular space station. With roughly 1/5 of the mass of the International Space Station, it will be a significant undertaking for a single country. A total of 12 launches are planned for the construction phase. And China wants to go even further with the new capsule. It is capable of crewed flight to the moon. Besides all this, China is also planning a lunar sample return mission in the fourth quarter of this year and a Mars rover and orbiter mission next month. Space is a collaboration effort and China wants to be involved. In 2017, a collaboration for human spaceflight between Italy and the People's Republic of China was signed, and if everything goes well, this hopefully is only one of many more collaborations to follow in the future. These collaborations are born from the desire to connect and learn from each other. If we combine our knowledge, it enables us to come up with new ideas and solutions to problems we wouldn't have been capable of solving alone. Sometimes it's just the easiest way to learn from others, and today's sponsor is a specialist in learning solutions, providing one of the best platforms to broaden your horizon. Brilliant's focus is on improving your knowledge and sparking curiosity to dive deep into subjects which at first seem overwhelming. Featured in international media and with high ratings from over 60,000 satisfied customers, they have shown for a long time that learning things the brilliant way can be the missing key. With content covering basic physics, math, orbital mechanics or computer science, Brilliant provides a huge library full of storytelling, code writing, interactive challenges and problem solving for you to improve yourself and your future. Understand your surroundings and become a STEM expert. Brilliant makes that easy with interactive exploration and a mobile app that you can take with you wherever you are. Brilliant puzzles you, surprises you and expands your understanding of the modern world. To learn things the brilliant way and at the same time support What About It, go to brilliant.org/whataboutit and sign up to try out over 60 interactive courses for free. And if you choose to get the premium subscription, the first 200 people to join through the link will get 20% off their annual premium subscription. Learn things the brilliant way. Links in the description. So this wraps up today's episode of What About It? Would you pet zoos, and what's your thought on the Chinese crewed flight program? As always, tell me in the comments. And we're at the end of episode 99 and almost at the big 100. It's just incredible to see how far this journey has got us. And it's even more incredible to see how much support the channel got from patrons and YouTube members over the course of 1 year. Support, ideas, funding that have largely changed my capabilities of creating content twice a week. Without this support, we'd most likely only have one episode per week, we'd have less time for research and less collaborations and interviews. All of this was only achievable due to an absolutely awesome community surrounding What About It. So show your love for them in the comments and maybe even consider becoming one yourself. And as on every single episode, there are new members on the team. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Thomas Hammel, Christa Lundquist and many others. You rock! Thank you for watching this episode of What About It? If you enjoyed the content, make sure to give it a like and consider a subscription. It's a version of support that doesn't cost a penny. Make sure to check out my merch store. It's full of shirts, hoodies and other shiny things in excellent quality at a low price. Made by space nerds for other space nerds. It all helps me to give you the latest and greatest about space and science. I hope to see you on the next episode. Until then, have a great time. Hallo Schatzi. Hallo. Okay.